Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Morrowind. Last time, after exploring the Vandus and Aran ancestral tombs, we found ourselves here at our first Dunmer stronghold, a place called Marandus. Let's begin by seeing what's available and exploring around out here. There's a Propylon chamber. There is a non-hostile NPC.
I've got better things to do, so if you don't mind, let's move this along.
Named Tevin Athan. So let's talk to him first. Let's see what Tevin Athan has to say. I don't know you. What do you want? Background. I am Tevin Athan, barbarian and lawman of the Great House Redoran. Dunmer, guard, latest rumors, little advice. Breering is a barbarian at the Skyrim mission in Ebonheart. He's remarkably educated and well-spoken for a barbarian, but he knows the things a barbarian should know. Little secret. Morrowind lore. My trade. Nerevarine. Solstheim. Soul sickness. That's it. Alright, and then we have Marandus lower level. And that's it for here. So we'll let Tevin be for now. And we will head into the Propylon chamber. Deal with the rat. Don't dispose of it. And loot the room. Now these Propylon chambers exist in 10 of the Dunmer strongholds around Vardenfell, and they serve as a different sort of fast travel network, noteworthy in that they can be used by vampires. They don't require you to dialogue with anyone and pay for any services. However, before you can use it, you have to have the proper index. So notice that there's a Telecero Propylon and a Hlormarin Propylon, meaning that from here we can teleport to either of those two, but we don't have the proper index. So it's useless to us for now. Still, be aware that these exist. They're kind of neat. Let's loot all the other containers. See if there's anything good hiding in here. There's a little bit of loose gold. A little bit more. A little bit more. And that appears to be all. So that wasn't a terribly profitable endeavor, but that's alright. Now let's enter the Marandus lower level. Now we're going to have several battles out here in here, because while the people on the exterior are neutral, the ones inside are hostile to us. So be ready. We've got Ruthrisu, and Doril up first.
You will suffer greatly.
That sure was easy. Let me make sure my difficulty didn't drop. Nope. Alright, and no surprise, she really doesn't have anything I care about. So leave her be and continue on. Around the next corner, I see nothing. Around the next corner, I still see nothing. There's an opening coming up on the left, though. Let's be ready. Milvonu Tyrandus. Milvonu Marandus, right? Yes. Let's see if she's got anything good. No. No, no, no. Well, I kind of got to take that back. This bone mold, at least the Greaves and Godula and Cuirass are worth selling, as is the common ring. So we'll pick those up for now. They're on the chopping block, though. Through there is actually an entrance to the upper level. We don't want to do that just yet. Let me pop another Restore Fatigue. Here's a sturdy wooden door. This is Raldenu Ionith,
I have you.
and
There's no escape. Oh.
Voldronu Girith. So, what do we have? Raldenu Ionith. And Voldronu Girith? Is that the other one? Yes. Raldenu Ionith and Voldronu Girith. Alright, let's see if either of them have anything I want. Voldronu, Iron Claymore, no. Iron Boots, no, no. Netch Leather, no. No, no, no. And Raldenu, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, now let's loot this room. None of that. None of that. I'll take the scuttle, sure. Have anything else for Restore Fatigue right now? I actually don't. It's alright though. Hackalow will Restore Fatigue. And that's actually, although it also does water breathing, at this point I'm a little more interested in Restore Fatigue, because I'm actually out of those potions. Let's do Hackalow and Scuttle. There's a Scroll of League Step, which we'll take. Some loose gold. The ring is the only one worth selling. And here's an old chest with a lock level of 50. Let's get that joker open. First try, awesome. Now what do we have here? An extravagant shirt. It's definitely worth taking to sell, even though I already have an exquisite shirt to wear. And a tankard that I don't care about. Then there's a level 30 locked small chest. We'll get into that too. Don't you worry. Awesome. The ring is worth selling. Quality lightning shield is worth selling. Bargain fortify fatigue is not. None of that is worth it. Nothing under the pillow. And nothing under the pillow. Alright, cool. Restore fatigue has worn off, but I do have 5 new potions. Let's just quaff one and continue. Now, in the hallway, we have
This is the end. end of you, switch!
Rilamu Ulam, who summoned an ancestor ghost, but we killed her quick enough. Now, I've often wondered if the people in Saran are actually talking about this place. The Chitin Shortbow is actually worth taking to sell. Because this is a base full of rogue Reteran that's in the geographic region they described. Now let's save and let's head inside. We've got whoever this guy is. Trevon Laren. And let's see if he's got anything we like. Nope. Nope. Nordic ring mail. No. Just a common ring. Alright. Let's keep it easy. Inside the chest of drawers, 2 more common rings. Potion of water walking, sure. Common ring, sure.
Die.
Oh shoot. I got a dude here. Wasn't paying attention. Nathan Ilnith. And Nathan Ilnith. Nordic Claymore, not worth it. Armun On, worth it. Bone Mold Boots, not worth it. Bone Mold Greaves, worth it. Loose Gold, always a winner. Restore Health, duh. Alright, now then. We got a cloth sack with 100 gold. A large chest. Oh, I guess I already searched that.
You Enwa!
Oh shoot, there's another one. Farinu Indrano. Alright, well there we go. Let's see about Farinu. Iron Mace, no. Nordic Fur, no, 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 no. Alright, she's got nothing. Alright, this middle section's empty. Let's loop through here. Sujama's worth it. Standard Rising Force is worth it. Chest has some loose gold in it. That's never bad. Up here we got some gold, some raw ebony, and an emerald. That's definitely worth it, as is the common ring. And in fact, we can use that emerald to make a restore health potion, which I'll go ahead and do. Now here we've got a scroll of healing, not bad. A glass dagger, not bad. An amulet of light, not bad. And a chest with a little loose gold inside. All in all, that was fairly productive. We took some hits. So I'll repair my gear right quick. Pop a restore fatigue. And we'll head on back to that entrance to the upper level. Now that everyone is handled down here. Too soon. One more. There we go. Alright. See what the upper level holds. We head up the stairs.
You will die!
We've got
Stupid!
Belinu Terran. Boiled niche leather, not worth it, not worth it, not worth it. Alright, onward. And around to this corner. What are we going to find?
You inward.
There's an opening to the right, so we need to let this guy come to us. That was Nethin Valno. Does he have anything? No, no, no. Extravagant pants. Well, those are certainly worth selling. I've already got my own pair to wear. And an extravagant shirt. Worth selling, for sure. Now let's scope out this opening on the right. We've got three bad guys. Took them all down. Let's restore fatigue and restore health. Wait, where's my other restore health and fortify magicka? There it is. Now let's see who these three are. We've got Norris Marvel. Norris Marvel. We've got Golven Laren. And the third was Driloru Uvarum. This place is crowded, as you might be able to tell. The reward at the end is actually worth it, though, I promise you. It's somewhat randomized. I'll tell you when we get there. Now let's search them. Norris has a cast when used steel poison sword. We want that because it's useful. Steel is not good enough to bother with, so we'll leave it. Golven has a silver staff of reckoning, which has a pretty freaking solid enchantment and is worth selling, so we'll take that. Leave his other stuff. Driloru has a bit of loose gold, and that's the only thing worthwhile. Alright, well, let's check this one out. Note the limeware flask. We're definitely going to take that to sell. Inside the table is a peach glass pot. Not worth it. In here there's some scathe craw, worth taking to sell. Chest, I'll just take the common ring. The urn, the heather, and the heather is worth selling, and the resin will make a restore health potion if I mix it with one of my salt rice. We'll do that right now. Cure blight disease, cure common disease, duh. Scrolls, duh. Blank paper, quill pen, inkwell. The quill pen is actually worth taking to sell. A greater soul gem, slowed soap, cure poison, worth selling. Shalk resin, worth selling. And I believe Sithis is an alteration skill book, which we can go ahead and take. I'll read it in just a second. Yeah, alteration is already freely usable in my build, so I'll gladly accept the skill up. And in just a moment, after I find it on my book list and take it off, we'll go ahead and read Sithis. Sithis. Sithis is the start of the house. Before him was nothing, but the foolish Altmer have names for and revere this nothing. That is because they are lazy slaves. Indeed, from the sermons, stasis asks merely for itself, which is nothing. Sithis sundered the nothing and mutated the parts, fashioning from them a myriad of possibilities. These ideas ebbed and flowed and faded away, and this is how it should have been. One idea, however, became jealous and did not want to die. Like the stasis, he wanted to last. This was the demon Anuiel, who made friends, and they called themselves the Aedra. They enslaved everything that Sithis had made and created realms of everlasting imperfection. Thus are the Aedra the false gods, that is, illusion. So Sithis begat Lorcan and sent him to destroy the universe. Lorcan, unstable mutant. Lorcan had found the Aedric weakness. While each rebel was, by their nature, immeasurable, they were, through jealousy and vanity, also separate from each other. They were also unwilling to go back to the nothing of before. So while they ruled their false dominions, Lorcan filled the void with a myriad of new ideas. These ideas were legion. Soon it seemed that Lorcan had a dominion of his own, with slaves and everlasting imperfections, and he seemed, for all the world, like an Aedra. Thus did he present himself as such to the demon Anuiel and the Eight Givers, as a friend. Go unto the Sharmat Dagothur as a friend. E herma mora altadun padome lokan ai. Interesting, to say the least. If nothing else, I'll certainly take the alteration rank. Gray shaft of nonsense. Silence for 5 seconds. Cool. Nothing worthwhile in that chest. If I divide this room into 3, there's nothing in the center portion. Here's a chest with a lock level of 5. Let me find my journeyman's lockpick, my well-used one. Iron claymore, iron mace, iron spear. No thanks on all counts. Bargain restore fatigue, quality shock resistance, some loose gold. Nothing worthwhile inside the chest, but that's okay. That table has nothing. This chest, I'll take the ring. Over here, I'll take a scroll of Frostguard, and I'll unlock this other chest. Just as soon as I get my well-used Journeyman's Lockpick again. There's one down, one to go. I'll take these Cruel Frost Arrows, I'll take the exclusive Restore Endurance. I don't care for anything else. Now let's search this back room. There is an Apprentice's Retort, which is not worth selling, which I already have one of. There's an Apprentice's Alembic, which is worse than what I already have and is not worth selling. There are Fire Petals, Fire Salts, a Firebite Sword, which is cast when strikes and actually isn't worth selling, so I'll leave it alone, and a Limeware Platter, which is definitely worth selling. There's an Apprentice's Calcinator, which is worse than what I have and isn't worth selling, and an Apprentice's Mortar and Pestle, which, while I already have one, is worth selling. Now, inside this desk, we've got some loose gold. We've got a copy of Feyfolken 1, which I think in this game is an enchant skill book, which I'm not ready to raise yet. Sorry, just taking notes. Alright, onward. Let's steal Feyfolken 1 without reading it. Check this table. Check the shelves. Check the urn. I'll make another restore health with that wickwheat. Now I'll start working down that other journeyman's lockpick. Take the ring and the loose gold. We'll head back out to the hall. In here, we've got an Amulet of Divine Intervention, a Greater Soul Gem, a Belt of Free Action, and the grief is not worth it. Take the expensive amulet, leave the others. This stuff is not worth it. Iron weapons. Small Kwama eggs, I'll take. I like being able to make restore fatigue potions, or even just to eat something. Around this corner, we've got another fight. What is this guy's name? Sodres Nerethi. Alright, let's see what he's got. Ooh, he's strong. That's right, he is the level 20 knight. Not that he was that hard. Imperial Silver. I don't think that's as good as what we've got. And I don't really care about anything else, so let's just quaff of Restore Fatigue. You'll notice we've got stairs up on the right, which lead to a door. Ignore them for now. Let's see here. Looks like we got a couple of rats. But there's another opening here. That one is diseased. That one's standard. Through here.
No escape.
That looks like a hell of a sword. We've got Dorainu Verendus. Let's see just what that sword actually is. That would be a glass storm sword. That is certainly the best long blade we've found so far. I think that's good enough to make the notable loot list. Because anything an NPC is carrying is a guaranteed spawn. What's her name? Dorainu Verendus. Verendas, I suppose. Let's take that. The boots aren't good enough. Greaves are. Gajulan is. That's it. They're suddenly flirting with our carry weight limit, so I'd better be careful what else I decide to take. In here we've got Realizations of Acrobacy, which I believe is an acrobatic skill book that we can go ahead and read. So let's find that one on the book list and take it off. Realizations of Acrobacy by Master Runan Zabavi. Master Gothrin agreed to see the acrobats because he needed entertaining. For months now he had been struggling with his fellow Telvanni counselor, Master Neloth. Recently he always found himself on the defensive. It was intolerable, Master Gothrin losing a battle with the contemptible Neloth. Inspired by their master's weapon, Mehrunes' razor, Neloth's normally cowardly troops had been nigh invincible. Gothrin's own troops had no hope except to pray that Mehrunes' Dagon would reclaim his artifact. Considering how much havoc it was causing, it seemed likely that the Daedra Prince would allow Master Neloth its use for some time to come. An acrobatic distraction would be a welcome relief. "What tricks can your troop perform?" asked the wizard to the lead acrobat, Runan. "Mighty Gothrin, alas, we know no tricks. All the realizations of acrobacy we perform are real, with no illusions. We wish we knew tricks, for it's far too time-consuming to have to master actual feats." "Very well, what realizations of acrobacy can you perform?" asked Gothrin with what almost looked like a smile. "Master Jareth will dazzle you as he juggles 15 flaming globes while hopping across broken glass. Master Tulkiande will astound you as she supports her body with one finger while rotating hoops in ornate patterns with her legs. Master Mirvis will take a simple ebony blade." "And the Outlander female?" asked the Ashcan with some disapprobation and a dismissive gesture toward the Redguard woman in the troop. "Master Sinindi? Ah, mighty Gothrin, she hails from the Alikir desert of Hammerfell, where she won renown for her skill at climbing sheer surfaces. You must see her at work to believe it. She moves vertically like you and I move horizontally." "That is all very well, but I do not like Outlanders in my court," said the Ashcan. "Many are spies." "Oh, well, Master Neloth felt similarly that—" "Neloth!" roared Gothrin. "You entertained that whoreson?" "2 days ago, yes. I remember that he said there have been strained relations between you two. He also had some concerns about the Outlanders in our troop, though it was our Khajiit tumbler, Master Saraba, who he was particularly suspicious of. In fact, the irony is that he thought Saraba was a spy for you. Well, you know Khajiit. Actually, maybe you don't." "They are a slave race who hold little interest to me," growled Gothrin. "You're like Master Neloth," said Runan quickly, fully aware of Gothrin's growing rage, which that particular comment had only inflamed. He wasn't used to Khajiit either, or their dark sense of humor. He took some sarcastic comments from Master Saraba literally, and we all ended up being tortured for information about you and your troops. You probably haven't had the experience of being tortured for information you don't have you? I wouldn't recommend it. Eventually we were let go on the understanding that we would never set foot in Sadrith Mora again. Actually, not all of us were let go. Master Saraba had apparently died under torture. You have probably had experience torturing the slave races and know how easily they break." "No, I haven't," replied Master Gothrin. "The Fury was dead. We should have probably left then, but we decided that he still owed us for the entertainment we provided under torture. We weren't sure how to collect, but he mentioned during the course of his ravings that he had a very valuable bauble, a razor of some kind. Mehrunes' razor," he gasped. What did you do?" Masters Harakostal and Thelagorm compressed themselves low enough to squirm under the gates so they could lower the bridge into the main courtyard of the stronghold. Masters Tolkiande, Mirvis, Jareth, and I formed a pyramid to give Master Sinindi a boost up to the tower of Tel Naga. She scaled it to the top. "She scaled it?" asked Gothrin, who was familiar with the tower. "It was high, but the surface of these Telvanni mushrooms is practically a ladder to someone of Master Sinindi's skills. In a few minutes' time she was in the room with the razor in hand. In a few more minutes she was back down the tower and we were running for the gateway in. Now, with all humility, I would say that no one is faster on their feet than our troop, but Master Neloth's guards were surprisingly quick. I sent the troop through the gate to the docks while I distracted the guards." "I confess I never associated brave actions with traveling acrobats," said Gothrin. "It wasn't bravery, it was economics," smiled Runan. "I considered the amount of gold and time it takes to train a good troop, and it seemed smarter to try to save everyone. In any case, I lured the guards around to the back of the gateway inn, far from the others, and when I was sure they were safe, I jumped off the wall and into the water." "You jumped off the wall?" "Well, yes, as a matter of fact, I did. It's pretty tall. It was a simple matter, especially since I could land in the water. Still, it's only a matter of rolling and twisting the body like so. I'll demonstrate it if you want." Later, if you please, said the Ashcan. What happened then? We arrived here at court, said Runan simply. And when did Master Neloth get Mehrunes' razor back from you? Mighty Gothran, that part of the story hasn't happened yet, said Runan. Are you ready for us to perform for you now? I hadn't told you yet about our latest realization of acrobacy when Master Mirvis takes a simple ebony blade and juggles it in one hand and a handful of marshmallow reeds in the other. I don't want to give the whole effect away, but at the end of the act you have some very fine sheets of papyrus. It sounds delightful, Master Runan, said Gothran. I look forward to seeing it in a few days' time, but I must leave now to meet Master Neloth on the field. I will soon return for a victory celebration, and I want to see all your realizations of acrobacy. In the meantime, you will be honored guests with every luxury the Archmagister of House Telvanni can afford. So the room and board will be almost as nice as a third-rate show in Rihad, said Sinindi as they took their rooms a few hours later. Why do we bother with these backwoods performances? There are already so many jugglers in Rihad, said Runan with a shrug. And there you go. There's a loot here, which I don't care about. A chest, which I don't care about. A cloth sack with 100 gold. Check the pillow. And move on to the very back where there is another opening here on the right. First, though, I need to pop another Restore Fatigue. And in this room, there's nothing to fight, just a storage area of sorts. Alrighty. Let's see. Don't care, don't care. Take the loose gold. Don't care. I'll take the empty soul gem out of that desk. Don't care. We're good, so let's return to the stairs. Up here we find our way... Oh, there's somebody in there. There's Tavilu Morin, who's got a dwarven war axe that I want to take home and use. That's easily the best axe we've found. So we'll be taking that with us. Anything else? I'll take the common ring, certainly. And now we'll head outside. Repair my gear. And out here, there are NPCs, but suddenly they're neutral again. So we can speak with...
Speak, traveler.
Vervin Athrin. Vervin Athrin. Oops. Let's go ahead and talk with him. Background, I am Vervin Athrin, Bard and Lawman of the Great House Redoran. Blades. Let's see. Dunmer, latest rumors, little advice. My notion of the ideal knight is an orc named Dumbuk Grobolak. He serves with the Legion under General Darius up in Nissus. You'll usually find him in the barracks. Look him up. He knows his trade and Vardenfell. Little secret. Morrowind lore. A group called the Dissident Priests rebelled against Temple authority. The Temple outlawed the Dissident Priests and persecutes them. My trade, Naravarine, Solstheim, Soul Sickness. And we also have Tanel Farron, who we can simply talk to and don't have to fight, which is good. I don't know you. What do you want? I am Tanel Farron, healer and lawman of the Great House Redoran. Little advice. Little secret. Morrowind lore. My trade. Nervarine, Solstheim, Soul Sickness. Alright.
Come on. I haven't got all day to stand around and talk to you.
And finally, we've got
I've
Dathus.
got better things to do, so if you don't mind, let's move this along.
Dathus Selvilo. Another neutral. I almost forgot about him. That armor he's wearing is pretty cool, but we're not going to fight him for it. It's nothing we really need. I am Dathus Selvilo, knight and kinsman of the Great House Redoran. Little advice, little secret, Morrowind lore. My trade. I'm a knight. In the West, you need a horse and land to be a knight, but here we have no horses, and all you need is good armor, good weapons, and the skill to use them. I prefer to fight with axes and shields. Since I live by my weapons, I have to pay careful attention to local feelings about killing and murder, what's right and what's wrong. Killing and murder. An opponent who yields may not be slain honorably. Nervarine, Solstheim, Soul Sickness. And then we wind up with the Marandus Dome, the end of this area. I think there's one. Oh, no, there is no enemy in here. So we've got a bargain poison resistance. No, thank you. 3 baskets. Nothing, nothing, nothing. A shelf with some skooma. And 2 chests. The chest has a random ebony weapon in it, which is probably, almost certainly, the best you'll have found so far. I happen to get a short sword. That's awesome. That's cool. Let's check the wooden chest. A silver viper skewer. Not as good as our dwarven halberd and not even worth selling. But I will note...
Come on. I haven't got all day to stand around and talk to you.
I will note that we have just about hit our carry weight limit. We're within 5 pounds. So we need to arrange for an offload. I'm going to suggest that the best way we can proceed is just to head due south, where we will hit, even though there's not really a road there, we'll link up nicely with Sturdican's farmhouse and be able to make our way back to Pelagiad that way. Cool. That's awesome. Okay. Let's make our way out. Need to pop a restore fatigue, and I don't have one. Go figure. Alright then. I guess I'd better just hope I don't really run into anything then. Good luck with that, right? See, I forgot how it worked. I turned the wrong way. This is the way out. That's Marandus. Neat little spot for sure. Profitable little spot for sure. Now let's head down these stairs. Out here to the river, which I'm going to do my best just to follow, going due south. Doing whatever I have to along the way. Shalk resin, that's fine. Cliff racers, of course. Almost goes without saying, really. That one is blighted. But I will make a levitation potion right quick. And we'll proceed south. Got 2 racers on me now. That's awesome. So I'm going to have to put a little time in the water, which I don't like doing. In particular, I'm not a big fan. Oh, there they are. Should have figured they'd find me. Well, let's pop a restore health at least. That's another blighted one. I've got a potion, so I'm not that concerned. I'd still prefer not to contract a disease, but if it happens, it's no big deal. Alright, 2 racer plumes can mix with 2 trauma root to create 2 more levitate potions. And we've aggroed another racer. And I see even another one. And we've aggroed it too. Frigging lovely. Gonna have to deal with the slaughterfish. I got Racer's eyeball in me. We're swimming past Bal-Ur on the left. That's where the Shrine of Molag Bal is housed. We will eventually head there. Once we contract vampirism and do all of the vampiric quests. And begin seeking to cure the affliction. We took a hit there, so I'll quaff a restore health. That's fine. As you can see, we're about to pass from Molag Amur back into the Ascadian Isles. It's always a relief. And there's the bridge leading into Suran. Look, we've got our bearings and everything. Isn't that nice? Just need to get to a spot where it'll let me out of the water now. Apparently that spot is not here. Nor is it here. Come on, team. Here we go. We're at least close now, he says, hopefully. I was about to say, surely the staircase will work. Of course, I swam all the way around it, like a fool. Oh, just kidding. It's not a staircase. You have got to be kidding me. Okay, whew. Here we go. Finally, let's pop another restore health. And now, nicely, comfortably, we're on the road to Pelagiad. Ready to offload. So I feel like this is best done off screen, so I'll just tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell everything that I took, quote-unquote, just to sell. I'm going to stash all the alchemy ingredients except for my salt rice, which I'll carry with me to make restore health out in the wild, and my small quama eggs, for which I'll do the same for restore fatigue. Stash my soul gems, paying special attention to the grand. Stash my unread skill books. Stash my stash one of these silver long swords, stash my marksman ammo, stash every weapon improvement, and then I'm actually going to meet you back at Marandus. So I think that is actually about an hour and a good spot for the end of an episode. So I'll see you back at Marandus after I successfully offload in Pelagiad. Until then, this has been Let's Play Morrowind. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy my videos, as always, please consider clicking an ad, liking, sharing, or subscribing. Any or all of which would really help me out. Regardless, please know that I really do appreciate the time you spend watching and hope you have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.